Absolutely. My name is Tomas Giraldo-Feener, which is to run the gallery. Obra is the name of the gallery, an art gallery. And on top of art gallery, we would say contemporary art gallery. And the gallery is located in Lund, in central this project, which is, one could say, like a collective pool of artists that work together to be able to promote and sell artworks. It started in 2017. From the beginning, the gallery has always wanted to invite other audiences than the art audience, which is of course the audience that we know the most, because we're both artists and that's what we have been working for a long time. So our network is mostly within the art world, but we have been encouraging doing, for example, music events and doing film screenings and doing book releases and artist talks also, with the idea that this could be a way to bring in other people
exactly, and almost create this kind of artistic community, maybe here with other events.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
From top to bottom, start to end, like horizontally and vertically. It's all about that.
AI.
That's interesting because this business is about like what one individual is able to produce on their own in their studio. So art is like, it's very much about what that person. So for example, like galleries are not like object centered but person centered, as opposed to, like, for example, design shops, where like it's the object what matters, not so much the designer. In the case of the gallery, it's the people that matter and their story and all. So it's interesting to see how like this, like human-made stories or narratives right now are being influenced by like artificial intelligence and how to process, because it's also like massive amounts of information. And if you as a gallerist are not able to produce a certain story around each artist in collaboration with the artist, then no one's going to get interested. So I can see that if there would be a way that artificial intelligence could eventually help to process all this information that's coming from the artist, then I see something there.
Like a balance between the two, as a way of processing the information that you get from the artist. Because the process or the information you get from the artist right now is quite a lot, or it's like a lot to sort of for one person to go through. Is that what you? Yeah.
It's my intuition. That we need to like filter, organize, and publish, and because we're only two, we can't manage. So if there would be some processes that could help us, like organize all of the material and then distribute it in the most effective way. The most simple ones, or like, I don't know if it's actually considered AI, but for example, like people can book appointments online without having to call or to
Or
email and
contact you.
expect back an answer. It's kind of like
Automated.
they get the answer automatically and it shows in my calendar. So there's actually no dialogue between the person that books the appointment and us until we actually sit here
And meet them.
and
Okay.
and we want, of course, just shortly,
Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah.
we actually, one of the things that we do is that we want to interview the artists, and we usually like film them sometimes or record the audio. And we have loads of files with interviews that we have not used. So we're wondering, does, for example, the automatic transcription, does that exist? We don't know.
No, it does. Yeah. I've recently used it actually. There's this like automatic. Anyway, I'm maybe not going to film, but I can explain later. Okay, yeah. So you're using the sort of the booking system to help you. And what is the main like advantages of using that? Like on your website, it's already in the website. What's the advantages of, or why do you choose to use that instead of opening your email or telephone?
I guess that just like making like getting more time, like releasing time is probably the most the biggest reason why. Besides, I have to accept that it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I also think it's cool, like automated systems. And it's actually kind of refreshing in like the art world, which everything tends to be about craft, about like personal relationships, and it's kind of nice when there is kind of like some technology there
that comes inside. And it's in some way accepted to have that technology inside.
I think it's there's still people that are a little bit like still like needing to experience it more, or like maybe a little bit shy to sort of go ahead and do it. For example, the booking, they don't know if it's going to work, or
exactly if you're even going to get.
We have been discussing like what do we do with all this material and the transcription of it, but we haven't said, okay, we're gonna like go for it. So because we don't even know if like they exist yet. There's people that have told me, they already exist, and others have said like there's a couple of them, but they're not so good, and stuff like that. I think it's lack of information, basically, or maybe that's none of us has a clear relationship with these technologies. It is something that we would like to discuss, but we haven't done it yet. I think that it would make, because this is really about getting the knowledge out. So I believe that if there would be some processes that go a little bit faster, let's say, and that would require less kind of like actual like hours of work. I see that AI, if it's like a part of the organization, AI, whoever we want to call it, or whatever we want to call it, it would help us like get out more the information about the artist. Maybe because it's like a field that it deals a lot with feelings, with perception. I think that there's a part of the audience that could be sensitive to receive something or to consume something that doesn't have like flavor of something that is done by a person. So the moment that certain people in our audience feel that this is, for example, like I have noticed that we've been using like automatic newsletters. So we create an email and then we have a list and boom, and then it's like out there and there's 700 people in the mailing list. And there's a lot of people that open and they are engaged readers, but it's not until there is a more personal approach, like a more one-to-one, I care about you and you are Julia, you're not 1 out of 700. That's a very big topic in the art world, which is related to online sales, which there's a lot of initiatives now, like online, like art commercial websites that offer works of art, original works of art that can only be sold once, but there has been a lot of time, a lot of resources invested in allowing people to find what they want on the screen or like the platform and order it without having to talk to anyone. And I understand that some of them has been successful. So if we could get gather the confidence enough, like have the support of the artists and have the support of the buyers, we could think about doing e-commerce for art. But it's still a very debated topic. Some people love it and some people hate it. I would say 3. So we pass, but it's not spectacular because we do use, for example, the newsletter. We use the data to track who is actually reading and who is actually engaged with our communication. So let's say that people that read the newsletter more than 3 times end up showing at the gallery and creating some kind of interaction.
Or what do you think? Where do you think this can go in terms of for customers, for clients, for you at the gallery, or just in general?
Well, where it could go, I think that probably collaboration with other platforms that are in the same sector. Now that we are in the center of the city, we of course have to consider that we are not only for the art world, but we are actually for the whole community of Lund. So maybe how the information spread and how the different actors can support each other through artificial intelligence tools.